Imagine you are lying in bed. The room is pitch black, save for the cold, artificial glow of the screen hovering inches from your face. It is 2:32 in the morning. Your thumb moves in a rhythmic, almost hypnotic spasm, scrolling, refreshing, scrolling. Again, with every swipe, you are fed a new image, a new face, a new life that looks infinitely more complete than your own. You are connected to the entire world. The sum of human knowledge and interaction is at your fingertips. And yet, in the hollow center of your chest, there is a cavity so vast and so silent that it threatens to swallow you whole. This is not just boredom. This is the modern plague. You are drowning in connectivity, yet you are starving for connection. You are surrounded by a digital crowd, yet you have never felt more abandoned. This is the paradox of our time. The more wires we cross, the more walls we build. We need to dissect this feeling, not as a flaw in your character, but as a deliberate architectural feature of the system you inhabit. You are not broken. You are being harvested. Your loneliness has been engineered. Consider the mechanism of your addiction. Every notification is a hit of dopamine, a biochemical lie that promises satisfaction but delivers only a craving for more. Psychologically, you are trapped in a feedback loop designed to exploit your deepest evolutionary fears, the fear of exclusion, the fear of invisibility. But beneath this surface addiction lies something darker, something the psychologists call the shadow self. This is the part of you that you repress, the insecurities, the ugly thoughts, the raw vulnerability that doesn't fit into a curated profile. Picture, when you scroll, you are running away from your shadow. You are terrified of the silence, because in the silence, the shadow speaks. It whispers that perhaps you are unlovable, that perhaps your life has no weight. So you fill the silence with noise. You trade the depth of your soul for the width of a network. But let us pause and consult the ancient light, the wisdom that has survived civilizations far more grounded than our own. The sword of truth cuts through this digital illusion with surgical precision. It is written in Proverbs 18:24, "One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." Look at your follower count. Look at the list of names on your screen. How many are friends? How many are merely spectators to the performance of your life? The ancient text warns us of the ruin that comes from reliable superficiality. We have traded the friend who sticks closer than a brother, true messy, uncomfortable intimacy, for 1,000 unreliable acquaintances who will scroll past your tragedy without breaking their rhythm. We have built cities of contacts, but have no home for our hearts. This sensation of isolation is further compounded by a fundamental cognitive error, one that the wise traditions of the East have long identified as the illusion of separation. You feel lonely because you perceive yourself as a distinct, isolated entity, an ego trapped inside a bag of skin, fighting against a hostile or indifferent universe. You see yourself as an island in a vast, empty ocean. But this is a trick of the mind. The way teaches us that the wave is never separate from the ocean. The wave is the ocean expressing itself in a specific form for a brief moment. In the same way, you are not separate from the totality of existence. Your breath is the atmosphere entering you. Your body is the earth taking shape. The loneliness you feel is the ache of a limb that has forgotten it belongs to a body. When you stare at the screen, you are reinforcing the illusion of the separate self, the I that needs likes, the I that needs validation. But when you put the device down and walk into the forest, or simply look at the sky, that I begins to dissolve. And with it, the loneliness evaporates, replaced by a sense of belonging to the vast, breathing web of life. However, understanding this intellectually is not enough. We must descend into the emotional reality of your pain. We must stop pretending that we are fine. There is a profound pathology in what we consider normality. It is considered normal to suppress your anguish, to post a smiling photo when you are weeping inside. But the ancient light invites us to break this facade. Listen to the raw, unfiltered cry of Song 25 minutes and 16 seconds to 17. Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. Relieve the troubles of my heart and free me from my anguish. This is not a prayer of polite request. It is a primal scream. It validates your pain. It admits that loneliness is an affliction, a trouble of the heart that requires divine intervention. By acknowledging this, you stop fighting your feelings. You bring your shadow into the light. You admit, I am lonely. And in that admission, you become real. You stop being a digital avatar and become a living, breathing, hurting human being. And that is the first step toward healing. Now, we must perform an act of alchemy. We must transform this leaden weight of loneliness into the gold of solitude. These two words are often used interchangeably, but they are worlds apart. Loneliness is the pain of being alone. It is a state of deficiency, a feeling that something is missing. Solitude, however, is the glory of being alone. It is a state of abundance, a realization that you are enough. The way teaches us that we fill our lives with digital noise because we are afraid of our own company. We are strangers to ourselves. To move from loneliness to solitude requires a practice of radical presence. It requires you to stop living in the there and then of the digital feed obsessing over a party you missed or a life you don't have, and to fully inhabit the here and now. Try this. Put the phone in another room. Sit in a chair. Look at the play of light on the wall. Listen to the hum of the refrigerator, the beating of your own heart. At first, you will feel the itch, the withdrawal, the panic of the ego losing its distraction. But stay with it. Breathe into the discomfort. As you settle into the silence, you will find that the void is not empty. It is fertile. It is in this silence that creativity is born, that self-knowledge arises, that peace descends. You are reclaiming the sovereignty of your own mind. You are learning to be a friend to yourself. When you are truly at peace with yourself, you can never be lonely, for you are in the company of the one person who will be with you from birth to death you. And yet, there is a deeper layer still. Even in the deepest solitude, when no human is near, are you truly alone? The materialistic worldview says yes, you are just biology in a vacuum. But the sword of truth pierces this nihilism with a promise that echoes through eternity. Psalm 139 to 7-10 asks, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. This is the ultimate antidote to existential dread. You are being observed, held, and guided by a presence that permeates all of reality. There is no offline mode for the spirit. Even when you feel most isolated, you are settled on the far side of the sea of your own depression. You are held in a divine embrace. You are known more fully than any algorithm could ever know you. So, what is the path forward? It is a path of deliberate resistance. It is a rebellion against the shallow. You must curate your life with the same intensity that you curate your feed. But instead of adding, you must subtract. Subtract the noise. Subtract the unreliable friends. Subtract the compulsion to broadcast every moment. The next time you feel the pang of loneliness, do not reach for the device. Do not try to numb the sensation. Instead, lean into it. Treat the loneliness as a signal, like hunger or thirst. It is your soul telling you that it is malnourished. Feed it with silence. Feed it with nature. Feed it with the ancient light. Speak the words of the psalm into the empty room. Realize that the separation you feel is a lie. You are woven into the fabric of a universe that is alive, conscious, and deeply interconnected. You are a child of the light, momentarily distracted by the flickering pixels of a cave. Turn around. Step out of the cave. The sun is waiting, and in its light, you will see that you were never, ever truly alone.